Some of you may have heard, but I thought your embouchure was supposed to be relaxed. I look at my favorite players and their embouchure looks so relaxed. My friend, that's not a relaxed embouchure that you see. That's a very strong embouchure that they're able to keep and maintain in one place despite the changing air speeds and the shifting registers. Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to talk about embouchure, one of the most important aspects of playing the trumpet, and also one of the most heavily scrutinized aspects of playing the trumpet. I want to give you and share with you some of my thoughts regarding embouchure. It no doubt is important, but it's the kind of thing that trumpet players often can freak out about a little too much. First of all, let's define what the embouchure is. The embouchure is the positioning of the external mouth, your lips, this whole area of your mouth while playing the trumpet. It's the shape that you make in order to allow your lips to vibrate and produce that tone, hopefully throughout all of the registers. And so it's important that we have some stability in our embouchure that allows the lips the freedom to vibrate. Part of the issue that we run into with embouchure is we look at our favorite players play and they look incredible, they look immaculate, and then we look at ours like, what happened? What went wrong here? I want you to understand, though, that everybody's face is different. Everybody's musculature is different. Everybody's teeth are different. And so it's really important that you find what works best for you and gets you the results that you want to have in terms of tone production, in terms of your endurance, and just in general being comfortable playing the trumpet, well, as comfortable as you can be having a hunk of metal up to your lips for hours a day. So once again, the purpose of the embouchure is to create an environment where the part of the lips that are inside the mouthpiece can be relaxed enough to create a vibration. And obviously, when we change registers, that vibrating surface will be getting smaller and smaller, but we must retain a certain level of relaxation here in order for that tone to be produced. I've got a little formula. Shout out to my man Marcus Carroll from Chicago, who this is where I first heard this. If anybody else heard this anywhere, please let me know, because I want to give credit where credit is due. But it's an excellent little formula that I use with my students, and I've used with even beginning students. And I call it the 3 Fs. The 3 Fs. What are the 3 Fs? Firm corners, firm lip corners, flat chin, fast air. The 3 Fs of embouchure: firm corners, flat chin, and fast air. I think that's a formula that gets right to the heart of an effective embouchure. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice about the 3 Fs is it's really talking about the corners and even these muscles up here, and it's talking about the chin. So you notice, like, we're really dealing with the lower part of our mouth. What about the top part of our mouth? Shouldn't we be flexing that and using the muscle around there? This entire muscle is called the orbicularis oris. Shouldn't we be flexing that too? Not so much, because when we start to incorporate this part of the orbicularis oris is when we start to run into trouble with tightening our lips and killing the vibration, right? So the way I like to look at it is the way my embouchure is set up. This is the part that really needs to flex and contract, and I need to use these muscles and hold my embouchure into place down here, the corners and the chin, and so that this top part can remain a little bit more relaxed and vibrate. The reason I think that is because whenever I talk about lip buzzing, look at what happens when I start buzzing a note with my lips. You notice I'm touching my lower lip, I'm touching my chin, and it's not disrupting the buzz. Now watch this. See, as soon as I touch my top lip, it starts cutting off the vibration of the lips. So that's one way I want you to think about the effectiveness of your embouchure. Now, I just mentioned free buzzing or lip buzzing, and I'm just buzzing my lips without the mouthpiece. I've heard a lot of different takes on lip buzzing. I do find it beneficial and important, though I don't do a lot of it. And I don't think people necessarily need to do a whole lot of lip buzzing. I mean, literally 2 to 5 minutes a day of this would be beneficial. Now, where does the benefit lie? The benefit lies in allowing you to find the positioning or the form of your embouchure that yields you the most consistent vibration. It's really about embouchure form and positioning more than anything. If you were to ask me, am I actually lip buzzing into the trumpet when I play? I don't think so in the exact same manner. You know, when I place the trumpet on my lips and play a note, you know, there's a mild amount of lip pressure that is normal, that is not going to deter you from playing. And I really think that allows the lips to maybe open up a little bit more than when you're actually doing the lip buzzing, okay? But I will say this about lip buzzing. There are a lot of people that really struggle to do this and to create this sound. And I just want to say this. Make sure that when you're lip buzzing, that your lips are not protruding outward, like you're really moving things out. That's not how we play, and that's not really going to be, that's not a beneficial way of lip buzzing. What we want to make sure we do is the 3 F's: firm corners, flat chin, fast air, while we're practicing the lip buzzing. And then make sure that your lips are actually coming inwards slightly. And in fact, the higher the pitch you want to go, your lips are going to keep coming directly inward towards your teeth. So here's a great exercise to start you on lip buzzing if you've never done this before. I want you to try to lip buzz correctly. So that means the lips are not protruding, but they're in, and just figure out what note that is. So maybe it's a, okay, I think that's a G. Yes, it's a G. So what I'm going to show you is an exercise by the great Carmine Caruso, and he just simply called this Lips-mouthpiece-horn. Pretty self-explanatory. So we're first going to play that note. I'm going to play a G with just the lips. And now I'm going to do it on the mouthpiece. And now, while I'm going to do it on the mouthpiece, I'm going to attach the horn. And I think this can be a very beneficial exercise because I've known a lot of students in my life who have played a long time without really engaging the muscles here to the extent that they need to. in order to be able to develop their full range and endurance. And so this exercise of lip buzzing first and then going to the mouthpiece and then playing the note is just a constant reinforcement and reminder that, oh, yes, we got to have the three F's happening at all times when we play. And some of you may have heard, but I thought your embouchure was supposed to be relaxed. I look at my favorite players and their embouchure looks so relaxed. My friend, that's not a relaxed embouchure that you see. That's a very strong embouchure that they're able to keep and maintain in one place despite the changing air speeds and the shifting registers. So keep this in mind. I'm not really letting go of my embouchure when I'm in the middle and the low register. I'm holding firm everything so that it's not a huge leap when I have to go into the upper register. It's like I'm already kind of ready. Now we're going to talk about range in another upcoming video, so you don't want to miss that one. But for right now, we're going to keep our focus on embouchure. Now, I get asked this a lot. Should I change my embouchure? And Tito, did you ever change your embouchure? And the answer actually is yes. So my embouchure change occurred in high school. This would have been the summer before my senior year of high school. And it was funny. It was kind of unprompted by any teacher that I was with or anything like that. I just kind of vainly noticed that a lot of my favorite jazz trumpet players like Clifford Brown and Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie all tended to play a little bit more straight on. And I noticed that I played with a downward horn angle. And it was largely due because I have a slight overbite. Right, and so I was just following the positioning of my teeth. I've known a lot of terrific players who play that way and kind of play with a downward angle. It just I wanted to be like my heroes. So what did I do? I brought my lower jaw forward and aligned my teeth, and brought my horn angle up. To this day, I mean, I don't know if that was the right thing to do or what have you. But thankfully, growing up in Texas and having marching band and having to do this in 95-degree heat for an entire fall kind of just cemented that new change for me, and it worked out. The only time that I really recommend an embouchure change for a student, and I gotta say, it's exceedingly rare. But the only time I do is when I notice that they just have too little of one lip in the cup. And most of the time, it's too little top lip in the cup. Literally, the top of the rim is on the red part of the lip here. And I think a lot of young students fall into this because they get a short-term gain of a few high notes, and oftentimes, as soon as you show you can play high, you're immediately put in the lead trumpet spot in jazz band, for example, and the trumpet one part in concert band, and so there tends to be a lot more pressure on you to produce. But like I said, it's not a good solution for long term if your goal is to really continue to grow as a trumpet artist. And so it's tough because it involves the student taking a step back. And when you make a change like this, it feels weird. It almost feels like you're playing with a new pair of lips or something. But if you really, really want to excel at trumpet playing through your middle years, adult years, what have you, and on into your older years, you're going to want to make that change. That's the only thing I would say. But again, I'm not advising anybody right now to change because I haven't even seen you. I'd have to take a look and see what's going on there. But I would say for 99% of the students that I encounter, they do not need to change their embouchure. Perhaps there's other things that they could be focusing on with the use of their air, with the shape of their mouth, and I'm going to get into some of those things in future videos. Thank you for listening to me. If you got any sort of value out of this video, then please please comment down below what else you'd like me to talk about regarding embouchure or otherwise. And don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.